Shout them out again.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I can't get over it enough. Bill and Drew. That's the intro song there, and we use it obviously as the outro too. But
should have pulled out.
Yeah, it's
just if you guys want to look for it, I'm sure
you should look. It's so
on
good.
YouTube.
Yeah,
it's good stuff.
I put in the description. I wrote of the other episodes too. I put in Bill and Drew just if you guys want to look for them. I could get a link. I think I can do a link. Might be easier. So, anyways, if I can get over myself in that song, get back in here again. Yeah, welcome back. It's a snowy Saturday morning, technically.
Technically it is the morning. I mean, it did snow quite a bit.
It did. So it kind of schedule and snow and everything this weekend's changing it up. But we're gonna do a little day podcast today, and it doesn't matter when. We always have something to talk about.
Day drinking.
Yeah, we don't do it too often. Naturally. But it is a lot of fun. That's something that I recommend doing on a regular basis. Really screw up your circadian rhythm. Don't know when up is down or right is left.
If anything, I mean, I'm going to get to bed at a reasonable hour tonight.
Definitely, yeah.
I started early,
I will maybe. We'll see how tuckered out I get. We're going to take the kiddo out in the snow and drag her around on the golf cart with the sled. I think it's going to be some fun.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so maybe some video to follow.
Not of your kid. No, we're not going to put that out there.
That's true. Yeah,
the creeps out there, dude. Fucking creeps.
There are a lot of them, nasty guys. But I can at least take a picture of the setup. I'm going to.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a story about this disgusting guy. Allegedly, I will say, it's all alleged. I don't know if you want me to roll into that.
We may as well. Yeah, I mean, because we're on the topic of nasty guys.
He's a fucking nasty guy. So let me read you the title of this article. So apparently this dude's been in hot water before. So I'm a little late to the story, but I can't believe I didn't hear about it. Penn State professor who begged cops to kill him when he was busted in bestiality case is hit with new charges of lewd acts in a park.
Yeah, and this is just fairly recently too, I believe, is it not?
Yeah.
The Park Act, not the
maybe.
So he was bestiality is what his initial charges
first.
were,
yeah,
correct?
Because that was like a year ago, I think.
Okay.
Or he's going through the court process.
So whatever, he got out of it one way or another, like all these type of folks seem to do, strangely enough. And now just recently he's been caught in a park.
It's a border collie, real shame.
Ew.
Beautiful dog.
Yeah. Well, what's he doing? The peanut butter trick?
I don't know. I mean,
on his butthole.
He said that, quote unquote, the sex acts helped him to blow off steam.
Yeah, sure.
I get it. Yeah, I can understand.
Well,
I can level with that, but not what you were doing, guy.
And not with like in a public place.
So he was captured on video masturbating on a picnic table, and on Department of Conservation and Natural Resource vehicles, according to the affidavit. He was also seen climbing a tree while naked and inserting a tree branch, a Tootsie Pop, and the control handle of a DCNR John Deere crawler in his anus, officials said.
What the fuck?
So this guy was out there in the dark, because we go out in the dark.
We always do, yeah.
Based like that.
Yeah.
We're not poverty-stricken.
Sure. Right.
We're not the poors, but
not exactly the rich, I'd say either.
No, but we have the capabilities of seeing in the night.
Certainly.
So this guy is out there fucking doing God knows what in the middle. This is why, like, you need to carry a gun. Like, this crazy guy sticking stuff in his ass out in a public park at night. I mean, granted, he's not doing it when everybody's there.
No, that's pretty cool.
It's not a voyeurism thing for him. Yeah. So I can understand,
How about your house, though, guy? Like, so let me stop right here,
though.
He's
got to have a nice house because he's a professor at Penn State.
This is what pisses me off to no end is, like, this dude is clearly not mentally right. Like,
No.
even if you're, I don't care if you're gay. It has nothing to do with gay or.
That's not even. It's complete opposite. Like this is they want to roll bestiality into this, but
Of course, yeah.
but
No. All I meant was that it's just like, why are you doing this in public and that type of degeneracy? Like, why, brother? There's a lot of people that are degenerates, and you're allowed to be in your own home.
absolutely go buy a plot of land.
Oh yeah, dude.
Somewhere, and then stick whatever you want inside yourself.
It's your own body. Do it
under the cover of darkness. Okay, I will say, but still, guy, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and this is someone that's being paid, like you said, most likely very well, educating people
And educated himself, like it's But I mean, guy,
yeah, screws loose. Like, because how could people like?
I still maintain the possibility. Maybe that's not him. Maybe he's being framed, or like,
maybe
I don't know.
But our government probably would never do something like that.
No,
to an innocent person.
What I'm saying is, we need to have him on the pod.
Okay. I don't want him sticking shit up my ass or his ass or whatever, though.
It's going to be a remote podcast.
Oh yeah,
he's not coming anywhere near us.
No, I got a lot of things with handlebars in this shop.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I got a lot of guns. Like
they're gonna be caked.
I don't want to have to deal with that insurance claim.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
just be shit on everything.
But anyways, maybe I don't know. Maybe he didn't do it.
We'll call him up.
Innocent until proven guilty. Although allegedly it's all on.
Okay,
security cameras.
That's kind of hard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's kind of allegedly pretty concrete evidence.
But can I interject again by saying, in the day and age,
AI,
bro,
it's a big deal.
We're finally moving into the era where even seeing is not believing, as far as video or pictures are concerned.
Seen Taylor Swift really sucking down on a Pico hog the other day.
Nah,
AI generated.
Oh, okay. Well,
but
it's cool though. Was it Travis Kelce's Pico hog?
Probably. I think it was. I saw the beard a little bit.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really looking at the man or the hog. Like, that was more like what you would be focused on.
Yeah, sure. So
like that.
Yeah, definitely. So when I am not a sports fan.
I will say fuck sports.
Yeah, but
not to bash anybody that likes sports. I like playing sports.
Yeah,
we ball up in here, but
yeah, we just we're not big fans just sitting around watching TV.
It's a distraction.
Yeah, of course. But, it's a little bit of, like, it's a feed for the cattle, if you will.
Tribalism.
Yeah.
Bread and circus. But
I actually did watch the Super Bowl this time. And let me tell you why.
Did you?
I wanted, because there's a lot of controversy with Taylor Swift.
Well, no, I'm more of, what controversy you want to focus on? Like,
there's a bunch of them.
I mean, I bought some merch from Kanye for us.
Oh, yeah.
I bought us some pods for the studio.
You know, he was there and he got kicked out.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But either way, so my main focus is, these games are so heavily politicized anymore, so whether that's the commercials or during the game or whatever. I wanted to catch a good talking point or something to, like,
Oh, there's a ton of stuff that allegedly happened.
Yeah, but at that point, it's almost it's all slop though.
What angle do you want to get into? Like,
it doesn't matter.
Conspiracy angle. From
I like that Travis Kelce character that ran up to the coach and was like screaming at him because he wouldn't play him. Like, drama queen.
Hold on, number one, I hate to break it to everybody, but all professional sports are pretty much fake.
I think they're probably like pro wrestling, right?
That's what I'm saying. You've seen all the plays of, like, bro, what was that guy doing on defense? Like, he completely avoided the quarterback.
Yeah, oops. Like, I didn't see him.
What?
Yeah.
Like I said, but
the commercials.
It's all faked. And then, like, it's going into overtime. Like,
yeah.
Really hype it up.
Shut up.
What I'm saying is San Francisco should have won.
Oh, yeah. I was, and I'm not a sports fan, like I said, but
they were the underdogs.
Yes, I was rooting for the 49ers.
Standard procedure.
Whatever, who cares? Then I wanted to watch commercials, too, to see what was there. Obviously.
Kanye's was the best, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. I saw a very nice Pfizer commercial.
Naturally.
Yep. Yeah. Very in-depth, long,
I'm sure it was great, really explained to you that you need whatever they're selling.
It'll help your heart. Basically is what they were saying. It's good for your heart.
I have a big heart, so.
I have a big fart, and it's coming.
Well, out of the
yeah, it's small in here. I was waiting to see an endorsement for maybe like a presidential
Joe
candidate.
Biden, naturally, the 3-minute speech that naturally every presidential candidate does.
Yes.
Or president at the time does at the Super Bowl. Well, he did do a commercial, and it was good.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was actually kind of fun watching Usher, I'll tell you.
Well, there's the whole thing with what's her face's husband, and like that's a really they were getting a little close there.
What happened? Maybe I didn't pick up on it.
I don't want to get into it.
Okay,
I don't want to get into
it.
This is like the sports ball stuff, dude. It's
again,
it's a distraction from what's actually going on in the world,
which we should roll into because I was watching this for maybe some good commentary or something, just to.
Oh yeah. Well, no, there's plenty. I mean, you saw the Ice Spice like with the fucking devil horns and the yeah. Naturally, I mean,
and then obviously I fell asleep. I didn't get into overtime because I'm an old man.
I didn't watch
asleep.
it.
Yeah,
I did not watch it live.
Yeah,
I can't be bothered.
No, and actually everything you need to find out from that.
I'll watch the highlights
the next day. That's all you need. If you even want to, and even those I'll take
the 30 seconds instead of the couple hours it would have taken me to watch the fucking.
Yeah. Well, listen, what's most important about it before we move on is that Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga was there, Kanye was there.
Allegedly.
Yeah, well, Kanye got kicked out.
I think, well, because he was going to come on the pod today, but.
He's busy.
I get it,
He's going out and getting a new set of boots fitted, the real tall ones.
Well, I think, no, because that was when we had him on before.
Oh.
But no, it was something about he had to secure his production lines in China, with the election coming up. He's got to work that out.
Well, he's got to keep that revenue coming, so he can't miss out on an opportunity or a supply chain issue, if you will. So he had to go and deal with it. Is that a true statement?
Well, he just has to firm up this. It's like he's fortifying his supply chain.
Oh, okay. He's enhancing it.
Well, because I ordered some, so he's gonna have to get that to me.
Yeah. Did you actually order some?
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see what it is.
Well, I got us because for those of you who don't know, we take our shoes off.
We do. I might have a hole in this one
when we podcast, up in the studio at least. So I got us some podcasting.
Some slips.
Well, they're not slips. They're like socks.
That's
you should check them out.
Awesome.
We'll check them out after this.
They're Kanye ones.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking.
It was
sweet.
$20, dude. It's very cheap, made in China, but I'm gonna.
That's okay. I hope it has his face on them.
It doesn't.
I hope it says Kanye on it, or Ye to say Ye on them.
I don't think
you're just gonna have to show me when we're done. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Rolling into things that are more important other than the sports ball game. Yeah, merch. Obviously, we didn't even do our plugs when we started off today. Sorry about that. We'll roll into that now.
We're too into it now.
No, we'll throw them at the end. Yeah, you're right. We'll throw them at the end. NBD.
Just merch and all the social media. Yeah.
Merch, go get them, buy them, do whatever. We don't actually have anything set up to buy from our site yet.
You have to message us.
Yeah,
we
actually have to legally get it done here soon.
Two guys.
Yeah.
Making some podcasts, drinking a couple of beers. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, if you have, we've done a lot of stuff hand to hand, personally as far as merch is concerned. But
Ken goes ass to mouth. But
no, I don't. But anything we've not done anything online.
He's thought about it before.
So if you want something, express interest, then you need to just email or call or text.
Just come to Ken's house.
Yeah, you can come here too. Yeah, but this isn't actually my house. Just so everybody's on the same page.
Technically, no, we're not. At all, we're not really near your house.
Not really. I own this facility, but it is not where I reside, which is why I'm going to end up divorced because I'm here more than I am my house.
I mean, I don't know what to tell her.
No, she'll be fine. Rolling into more important items, I know you had a couple checklist things.
So we talked about the nasty guy, right?
Oh yeah. What is his name?
I didn't want to say his name.
Don't say it
because he's not convicted yet.
Is it actually? If it's alleged, don't say it yet.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's convicted yet, so I'm not going to use his name because I don't. You're innocent until proven guilty in America.
You should be for everything.
That's why it's funny as fuck to talk about. And obviously, the guy probably did it. If they're releasing shit like that, describing what he did,
where he worked, so they're probably
he probably did.
He probably did it.
Anyways, but still, you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's America.
You have to. It's why we're great.
But
for now,
speaking of America and why it's great, it's not because we have an open border that literally tens of millions of people have come through over the past 4 years. Record numbers have come through into this country illegally. Thanks to Joe Biden and his cabinet, but it's all by design. It doesn't matter right or left. But anyways, the head of the Department of Homeland Security.
Hi, Snapchat.
Oops, sorry about that. I was trying to get a snap going for our.
He's looking at gay porn.
I'm not.
That's what he's doing.
It was from Team Snapchat, first of all. But anyway,
Number one, why would you ever click on something like that?
Because it's a notification. I don't want to see the notification.
They all know. They know.
They don't know. Unless I can't.
Alejandro Mayorkas. He's the first cabinet secretary to be impeached since 1876, over 150 years ago. This is a historic event.
So,
because he's the head of Homeland Security, basically.
If you do a daily number and average it out, what does that end up being?
It's like 5 to 50,000. I think it's 5 or 50,000 a day.
A day.
Yeah.
A day.
So hold on,
that's unfathomable.
Around 2.5 million to 3 million has been the average the past 3 years. So I'm just going to do the quick math.
Per year or over the 3 years?
Per year.
Okay.
But that's the reported numbers.
Yeah.
It's probably, I would say, 75 to 80% more than that. But just to put it in perspective here.
Right.
I was going to say a little 5,000, 7,000 to 5,000 a day.
Whew, that's not cool, dude. It's kind of this, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
It really. So this is the thing: is you're talking 12 to 20 million people over the past 4 years. That's the last election, quote unquote, was only a couple million votes apart.
Sure.
Of who would have won.
Are you trying to say
even less than that in states?
Trying to say this might change election results?
Well, if they want to let these people vote,
and they will.
Well, that's what
not everywhere,
and
because there's certain places
they want to say, "Oh, you can now." Well, because there's a recruiting crisis for the military now.
Yes, that's what scares me more.
They literally proposed a bill the other day that if you want your citizenship, just join the military.
Train you how to fight. Train you how to take care of Americans.
No, these are the people that they have a vested interest in appealing to the government and not the American people.
Correct.
These are the people that would fire upon American citizens.
Exactly. This is the same thing we talked about last week, where it's always been the thing.
It's the same thing with the police. Like they're doing the exact same thing.
It's always been, hey, we'll never have this type of civil war because our military is never going to turn against its own citizens.
Glad you mentioned that.
Oh,
well, I mean, the outfit today. Like I'm going for that. The Civil War movie coming out. Obviously, what type of American are you? What kind? What kind of American?
I am not sure what you're referring to.
So you're getting blasted. Sorry, dude.
What do you mean?
You're one side or the other.
Well, I have to be, I guess, if it's coming down to Civil War, right?
You've already been blasted. I don't know what you're talking about now.
I can take a good blasting. I'll be fine.
No homo, but anyways, yeah.
Well, I'm on the side of the American people, obviously.
Absolutely, naturally. Well, like I said, we're coming up. We're in election season, strange times, But anyway, so historic event that the first head of a department of the state has been impeached.
It's a big deal.
Historic.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl's on, so nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
We're not talking about it. And then the whole document thing with Joe Biden.
Oh yeah. Well, and now
Joe Biden is literally he did not get charged in this case.
Correct.
Because
he's unfit for trial.
Senile old man.
Yep, unfit for trial.
That's literally that was the recommendation.
So if you're unfit for trial or you're senile old man, how are you able to maintain your office? Is that true?
Absolutely. But you could say the same thing about Trump.
Of course, yeah.
They're both. There's no. This should not be a partisan thing.
No.
People who are 10 years from death should not be making the decisions for this country.
Of course not. And I agree with you. I'm trying to see more people, to be honest with you. You want an age where you're old enough to be wise and smart, but young enough that you can outlive. And
maybe the podcast, hear me out, turns into we become local politicians, eventually.
Sure.
I'm like the governor of Pennsylvania.
I'll be your secretary.
No, that's a demeaning job. That's like Derek.
Okay. Well, then I need something.
No.
What can I handle?
You're going to be like you're the head of the Department of Treasury or Commerce.
Okay.
You're going to be involved in making decisions.
I like that.
Smart decisions.
Sure. Yeah.
For the people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Well, and also for me, because you get someone that's young enough. It's not only for other people; it's for me too. That's why vested interest.
We're not going to talk about the contracts that we get to hand out and who wines and dines us and who gets the contracts. Irrelevant. Then don't worry about that, voters. Don't ever worry about that.
Not with us, anyways. Not if we're.
Yeah, I was going to say when we're at the helm,
Yeah, we'll make sure that
We'll make sure that
everyone, the ship is righted, if you will.
Like a pirate ship?
Well, we're all on that pirate ship together.
If I was a pirate, personally, I would dig a tunnel to bury my treasure.
If I was a pirate
at the helm. If I was at the helm, I would. Personally, that's.
I would be like a Johnny Depp type pirate.
I could see you as a Johnny Depp because you're
a
bit of an alcoholic, little flamboyant. Like you got that movement when you're drunk. Like, I could
standard.
I could see that.
Very attractive. Very a lot of eyeliner.
Johnny Depp, yeah, for sure, like a Jared Leto, but but like a soft Jared Leto.
Nah, I'd say if anything, a soft Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp is higher T than Jared Leto ever will be, could be.
No, I don't know about that. I mean,
well, age, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. He's much younger than him, so
eyeliner though. I think that's what it is. That's the ticket.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with that.
I'm gonna wear it next week. I think.
Let the record show.
Put some eyeliner on.
I'll loan you a set.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, something clear so you can see.
Well, you want to see. You want to see the.
That's a good idea. Well, I'm not gonna wear it under my.
Ken's cutting his cock off in about 20 days from now.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool. I'll collect the tax refund or whatever.
Sure, I'm gonna look real nasty as a transitioned. What would you call a transitioned male or?
You're a trans woman.
Oh yeah, after it's done, right?
Yeah. Well, if you get the bottom surgery.
Yeah. So when I get it done,
I would not recommend though. Honestly, like the track record is not great. Allegedly.
No, it's not. Numbers wise, it really isn't. Life expectancy is going to go down.
I don't want to. We're dwelling on topics that
that aren't super important.
It's not that it's not important. It's just it's beating a dead horse. You know.
Yeah. So I'm going to wear eyeliner.
So I'm going to talk about the city of Chicago.
It's the Windy City
because it blows. Just kidding. It does. I coined that phrase. If anybody wants to use it, it's a joke. The Windy City because it blows.
I've been there. I saw the bean.
I was gonna say it's a big stainless steel bean. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It is cool. Yeah,
but
don't get shot.
So well. Speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up. Mayor of Chicago says Chicago will stop using controversial gunshot detection technology this year.
ShotSpotter is what they're talking about. We use them in Pittsburgh here too.
Yep. I see them. You can see they're on top of telephone poles. And
shit like they work great actually. So much so that they can tell caliber usually and vicinity of where the shot came from. Good. It really is good technology.
It's amazing what you can do with sensors. And computers.
And once you dial them in, they're smarter than a human.
So anyways, the city of Chicago will not renew its contract to use the controversial, quote unquote.
Oh, it's controversial.
Oh, because it tells you somebody's shot over here. Like you should probably get an ambulance.
At least in the vicinity. Something in the area.
People's lives are saved because of this. Like even
absolutely.
So say you live in a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the happenstance, your job, whatever, your socioeconomic factors, you have to live here. If you get blasted, I would like somebody to call the police for me or immediately alert the authorities.
Because what if a good person gets blasted, shot? I'd like to live. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it's insane. Well, no, because this system is racist.
Well,
it deploys police officers to, predominantly African American parts of town.
Oops. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, if it's happening there and that happens to be the majority of the race, what do you do? I mean,
it doesn't matter. You should probably, if somebody's shooting a gun within the city limits.
Yeah, that's usually not, unless it's an indoor range or something.
I've never done that personally.
No, and I wouldn't.
And I never would. But it's standard gun safety. Like, know your target and what's beyond it.
You probably would set off the ShotSpotter if you're outside.
It depends. Honestly, there is a threshold of what it will pick up.
Sure.
Like, suppress 22, no way.
No.
Suppress 9mm, maybe.
Oh, really?
Maybe. Okay. Yeah, it's good enough that it's.
So my angle was when you were talking about the removal or the potential removal of this very controversial technology,
which is in use in almost every major city.
Yeah,
saves lives.
It does. But I thought the angle was it was overloaded and the systems couldn't handle the amount of
so many. It's what they call it Chirac for a reason.
Yeah, it's a war zone.
It's just we don't have enough police officers to take care of this.
That's where I thought the angle was going with it.
I mean, maybe that's the real reason why. I don't know. It's very possible.
It's a system
You're
overload.
on the South Side. I mean, things happen allegedly.
Chirac. That's funny. I never heard that.
Come on, man.
I really haven't.
Come on, man.
But I like it. Don't gatekeep me.
I'm just saying.
I like it.
You're white. I get it.
Well, sometimes, mostly. But listen, when I want to blacken up,
98%.
Yeah, but
you'll tan. You'll tan a little bit.
I'll blacken up.
Slovak, so
yeah.
You get out in the sun. You'll.
But I mean, like, not so much physically, but like mentally, I'll blacken up. I get hard sometimes.
No. I won't have it.
Not even entertain that notion.
Why would I?
Moving on.
Anyway, so it's just this life-saving technology that we use to predict if somebody's shot and we should probably save their lives. Yeah, we're not gonna use that. Because it's not about saving people's lives or anything.
It's more about stop being racist.
Well, and it's like our budget's really getting stressed from all the illegal immigrants that we're taking in because we're a sanctuary city also. So we're gonna have to start making sacrifices here, guys.
Yeah.
Like the city of New York, we're gonna have to start making sacrifices here, guys.
Yeah, what do you do about it?
Well, we're gonna give these people thousands of dollars a month.
That's a sacrifice that, I'm willing to stand behind.
Unfortunately. I mean, it's because the governor of Texas keeps sending them up. That's the problem.
That's okay. Keep them out of here.
It's all part of the same thing.
Yeah, and it's not okay. I mean that.
Where was this policy of securing the border 4 years ago?
Yeah, right. But
because it's all bullshit. It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you're on. It's if you're a politician.
Yeah. It's we talk a lot of jokes about it, but the situation is so serious right now. They're coming through here.
Oh yeah,
they actually
everywhere.
They're giving them phones.
They're giving you a place to stay. It's insane the amount of taxpayer dollars that are being used. I want to say insane because it's a drop in the bucket, so to speak. But still, it's stuff that completely should not be happening. It's against the law technically.
What I was going with is that they're giving them these phones, and there was, I don't know if this supposedly leaked information of someone that worked for one of these cellular providers or whatever that they're giving these phones, and they were able to track and see where these phones are going.
Yeah, that's part of it. Well, also these people they're all processed, quote unquote. Okay, claim for asylum. We'll give you a court date 4 years from now.
Yeah,
so just show up, and until then we'll keep you going here.
Yeah, but it's too late at that point. But what I was saying is that
I'm gone.
There was a map of, I guess, this leaked photo. And I don't know the credibility. It's more consponsy potentially.
It's everywhere.
You can watch. It starts its biggest is Texas and New Mexico and California. And then you see the blips of it going up every single major artery to every state, even Montana.
Yeah,
they're going literally everywhere.
You got to think, if you look in I don't want to make it sound like I'm racially profiling a town, but towns outside of Philadelphia, like Reading and
is it Reading or Reading? I always said Reading.
I'm not
Reading.
Fuck the east side of the state.
Yeah,
but
especially Stroudsburg.
Yeah,
fuck that place. Gave me AIDS.
Well, I didn't get to talk about my stranded in Stroudsburg story.
You did a little bit briefly on the show.
Yeah, it's fine. But
I just died in a car.
I have history with that town.
Sure.
I got beef with it.
Me too. I'm never going back.
No, I'm going back. And I'm going to nut all over the city. But anyway, so...
Yeah.
But so, Reading, York, Hershey, area...
Yeah.
Highly Hispanic population.
Really? I didn't know that.
Big time. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
It's one of those things you will see outside of major... Because Philadelphia is a major city.
Sure.
Much more than Pittsburgh.
Absolutely, yeah. It's probably triple the amount of inhabitants.
I would say it tripled to 4 times.
Oh, wow.
Triple.
Okay.
But it's still that major hub also right outside New York. D.C. is
true.
Now.
Yeah.
It's
close to Jersey, Newark,
it's
all that.
It's a major hub of commerce and everything else.
Population as a whole in the United States.
East Coast.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not just towns on the border. It's affecting every part of the country. Every town that's close to a major metropolitan area.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Right.
Even some that aren't. it's the same thing. Like if there's labor there, like
I'd say within, even like 30 to 40 miles from city center, like you're
guaranteed. Yeah.
like that's like your biggest probably hub of illegals. It would be my guess.
Yeah, I guess I'm sure it's concentrated in certain areas, but
Of course, yeah.
And depends on what you're talking about. The geography.
Well, listen, if they're going to Montana, like I saw, I mean, they're going there to get labor for free.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that's going to take advantage of labor for undocumented folks.
So let's not talk about. Well, hold on. Let's not penalize these corporations that are employing these people, that are undercutting, that are literally profiting off of the American taxpayer, and
it can't possibly be the reason why everything's getting more expensive.
It's part of it, but it's a part, but it's not a major part. That's more of reckless monetary policy, which we've talked about time and time again. I can go into it, but
no, continue. I keep derailing you.
It is a small part of that, but it's a problem that is affecting, and it's starting. People are coming to this realization, like, oh shit, this is a problem. Like this shouldn't be a bipartisan issue. This should be.
Yeah,
this is the security of the country.
Well, to be honest, about 20 years too late. That's being
absolutely
people waking up to.
Absolutely.
Because when it's always been a talking point between the left and right.
We talked about this. Obama deported the most people out of any other president in his term ever. He's the GOAT from that perspective.
But the left loved him.
Well, I mean, he honestly, Obama was a pretty good president. Not gonna. From a standpoint of I think he towed the line.
Of course, there's tons of things I disagree with him on.
Absolutely,
but he kept, for the most part,
towed the line.
Yeah,
kept everything mostly in check.
Everything was at least at bay for some time.
We had a strong form. Not that we didn't kill millions of Syrian children and
with drone strikes,
all over the Middle East, but don't. Regardless,
he is the drone president.
We had a strong leader. Quote unquote.
I would say, yeah.
And he didn't really infringe upon gun rights.
Not really. He always talked about it, but that was only to pander.
Well, that was the problem, is that sparked, if anybody remembers.
Yeah.
I'm that old. Mm-hmm. In the Obama days, bro. Guns and ammunition were not hard to come by, but it was
ARs were incredibly
it was like
hard.
COVID.
That was the early days.
They weren't popular back then.
They weren't. And then when people wanted to start, that's when like PSA got blown apart. Mm-hmm. Was during the Obama. I'd say even the first term Obama era, like PSA was like, bro, you can't get a hold of these guns, but we'll show you how to build them real easy, and here's all the parts.
I will say, we'll shout out Palmetto State.
Love them, dude. They're not doing anything with this show yet.
They're doing all sorts of cool shit, like more innovative consumer shit, but still like cool.
It's lower grade, but you know what?
Absolutely.
But they're coming up, man. It's US made.
It doesn't really, as long as it's functional and serviceable.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't last as long, just as long as you know the reliability schedule of what you're using, like standard AR shit now, it's
what kind of barrel is universal. It? What kind of bulk carrier group is it? They all have service life.
It's universal shit that's like,
it's Legos.
Essentially.
I will say at that time, not anymore. There's a time you could build an AR, standard AR, without sights or anything, basic setup for like $300.
The first gun I ever bought, very nice Wasser 1063 AK. It was like $280.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like damn near brand new.
That's my grocery bill now. You know what I mean?
It's insane. You have a family, but yeah, I can see it. Times have changed, and they're changing currently. You better get with the program.
Well, time to sync our watches, because get with the times, if you will.
No.
Yep, for sure.
No.
I'm hoping John actually shows up today. I can't talk to him. The phone's not here, but find out if he's coming, if he wants to have a Sunday fun day and cart my kid around on the golf court.
Yeah, well, we're definitely doing that.
I'm trying to think of. I just got off.
I have one more story.
Oh, get on! Yeah, before I have a couple other just randos. Yeah, go for it, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for allowing me. So, I don't know if you remember this. So back in the day, there's a meme about this lady who was quote unquote transracial, right?
Oh yeah, that was a big deal. Yeah. Well, she was white and thought she was black.
Blacker than you.
I can't really disagree with that.
Breaking news: Tuscan teacher loses her jobs over OnlyFans account, and look who it is.
Oh, really?
What? It's just interesting.
How can you lose your job? See, what was she?
No,
what was her profession?
She's a teacher, I think.
But can you lose your job over?
Yeah. If you have lewd images of you out on the internet and your children,
is that written into a contract or something?
It might be. I don't know, but it's standard employment shit. If you do anything to make the company look bad, also,
I see.
Probably at will employment state.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, well, we are here.
Well, yeah. If somebody found the podcast where you worked,
yeah.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Well, we also don't do anything lewd, and we may toe the line.
Never.
But,
no.
I'll dig a couple tunnels, but I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna ride the rails of the edge.
Sure.
But,
never gonna do anything that's gonna hurt my company.
No, never.
Yeah, it's just
that's hurting my.
It's a shame that I work for McDonald's, so you're gonna have to fire me. I'm making company look bad.
Don't tell Ronald that. He'll
come. He's gonna come and get you.
I'm just gonna bust through this door, and I'm gonna let him do whatever he's got to do.
Well, I'm more afraid of that purple motherfucker.
Well, it's Grimace, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you get, in what the fuck's the movie called?
I don't know.
With Zed, the biker.
What was it? With who?
It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. I can't remember what.
It wasn't one of his foot movies, was it?
They're all foot movies. Well, they have foot imagery in them, but I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
That doesn't matter. But anyways, Grimace.
Bruce Willis is in it. It's real good.
Yeah, rest in peace.
The guy from the Green Mile. That's what I'm talking about. He's raped by this guy in the dungeon. It's fine, but that would be Grimace raping you in the dungeon.
Well, it wouldn't be raping. I just let him.
Well, yeah, because you're letting him get off. Like you're allowing. Yeah. You're so high tea,
which will end it quicker.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not going to fight that.
Well, because he can sense that. He can smell that on you.
And he might actually be like, I don't want this anymore because he wants it. It's disgusting.
Yeah, he's going to get a little turned off from that. Or like something's... I'm not going to try to get into the mind of Grimace.
No.
How could I?
You can't. You really can't.
I wouldn't allow it.
Well, there goes our McDonald's sponsorship.
We don't need McDonald's, dude. They need us, if anything.
Yeah, we do cater to the people that probably eat a lot of McDonald's. So
they shouldn't. I'm gonna just throw that out there now.
No, and it's not good for you. Listen, I'll obviously dabble in some fast food.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Oh yeah.
I'll be the first to say that.
I'm not gonna make fast food part of my staple where I work now. You should see the amount of people that daily are like fast food.
That's their go-to. Yeah. It's a convenience thing, and
I get that. The convenience, I get it.
But I'll take the 10 minutes it takes to make my lunch the day before.
It's actually more convenient.
And
just do it all at once. A bag of apples. Or like some that's ready to eat.
Okay, Johnny Appleseed.
I just ate an apple for this podcast, actually. They clean your teeth, too. It's nice.
I don't know if I believe that.
Clean. That's what they do. That's why I don't brush my teeth. I just eat a bunch of apples.
That's not good. You have to brush and floss your teeth.
You really do.
I don't want to be that guy, but
yeah, you really do.
You need to do that.
Yeah. Holy shit. No, and I'm very aware, and I
don't have to tell you.
No, you have to. I do. I do.
You got to tell everybody.
It's a joke. It's a bit. But yeah, no, floss. I'm
telling you.
You should do it 3 times a day. But
at least twice.
Yeah, morning and night.
What they say.
And they say
after you eat. It's really after you eat. You should floss.
They say you should. You should floss multiple. Or floss at least once. But I do the same time. It's just easy. Get a string out, dude, and then brush, and then you're done. I don't think the flossing for me is hard. I have huge gaps between my teeth, so like flossing is really easy.
Just it's really. I can jump rope and floss your teeth.
It's super easy, yeah. But some people might have tight teeth. You have really tight teeth. Yeah, it probably sucks.
Tight as a 10-year-old. Like Jeff would be into my teeth.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Now
mine, I just I could use a fork to floss my teeth.
Pretty
through. Look at that gap.
Pretty base fan. But don't show them the gap. It's not like it's don't do that.
It's the gap.
They make some good. They used to make some good clothes. They still probably do, but
it's good. It's high grade Chinesium. But yeah,
it's not China. Well, some of it's Chinese. Don't get me wrong, but Indonesia, you know.
Oh yeah, Vietnam,
Pakistan, like those are manufacturing hubs.
Yep.
Of the world. It's. I mean, it's.
And leave the byproduct over there. Don't bring it over
Well,
here.
it's pollution and
that's what I mean.
Manual labor. It's where you're outsourcing. It's standard globalism shit, guys. It's This is why stuff. I mean, well, this is why with the situation we're in right now. But I don't know what to tell you.
If you had to live in any country, other than let me finish here. Since we're talking about a little bit of globalism here, other than the United States, and I mean not just continental, I mean upper, lower territories, and Canada, I'm including that.
Okay.
Where else in the world would you reside? Based on obviously the things that we enjoy to do, and the government freedoms.
So if we're talking a place that I would go that I could enjoy this relatively the same freedoms we have here,
at least close to, yeah.
See, that's tough because there's not a lot of places.
There's
like
not
the United States in the world, and you're including Canada too. So
that's why I threw it. That's probably my first. That's probably the next best.
I will
place
say I think I could make my way in South America to some degree. I'd probably nut my way through the whole continent. I'll learn Espanol. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, sure. We talked about it in like episode 1. We're not making a lot of progress, but you know,
I am.
No hablo.
I'm nutting.
Bob nutting.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Pirates.
Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah.
But like I said, so probably South America I could make do somewhere.
I think so too.
Depends. Obviously, I would prefer coastal. You know, just saying.
Well, you can fish too, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but you can fish even in,
you can fish anywhere
in the Amazon and like any river in South America. Like, bro, you're there's big fish down there, but also not a lot of pressure depending on where you're at. But so South America, probably Europe is rough because there's not a good place
for gun laws. Definitely,
yeah.
Now, if you go more eastern,
I was going to say Eastern Europe, but then I feel like you're in a conflict zone with what's going on with Russia,
certainly
potentially China, eventually, and NATO. That's going to be a conflict zone. Same thing with the Middle East. Like, it's going to be a conflict zone. Africa already is a conflict zone. Not that the Middle East isn't.
No, but you can still go south.
Eastern Europe isn't.
South Africa, you know, Johannesburg and north a little bit. I think.
I don't think you're not understanding what's going on, like politically and socially down there, bro.
That's true.
They don't take kindly to white people because white people kind of colonized.
Oh, they did
the whole of Africa.
Oh, yeah.
And like some of them are really butthurt about that.
Sure, I don't blame them.
The Indians aren't for whatever reason. I don't know why, but
too many people.
They're also doing a pretty good job economically speaking.
Yeah, I'm not going to India though because it's too many people.
No, way too many.
Do you think you can get 10 acres of land there somewhere?
Absolutely, probably cheap, but no, because I think we're talking about what country's going to have the same rights. Because a lot of South American countries you can't own guns.
Well, the answer is no. First of all, there's no other country that has what we can do.
Absolutely not. I already prefaced my answer.
Yeah. But next best.
Yeah. So somewhere in South America, maybe in like Indonesia somewhere, because I know some
interesting.
Like the Philippines have decent gun laws. Not decent, but like you can own and carry a handgun. Mm-hmm. Same thing with rifles. Like, but there's certain other bullshit associated with that. But Australia, no. I would love Australia.
Yeah,
New Zealand, but
except for the critters.
I eat them. That's my forage base.
Those are the ones that are gonna eat you, dog.
Not me.
They're gonna eat your ass.
Maybe you. Not a top like me, a big strong man like me. I don't think so.
I still think for me it's going to be somewhere eastern, but I don't know.
You're conflict zone. I'm telling you, that's not at all where you want to be.
Nah, I know, but like I can still stay.
I'm telling you, it's not. It's
but you're still far enough west. Like if you're in like Hungary or you're in like
then you're in the Middle East basically. It's a Muslim country.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're still.
You're not though.
I'll go Muslim.
You think this guy's not going to eat some fucking pork?
I'm not going to
eat it. If it's put in front of him?
I'll never eat it again.
Look at this guy. He looks like pork.
I just vowed right now I'm never going to eat pork.
Are you going to tell that to Allah?
I'll have to if I'm going to convert. I need to get a rug. I don't want a classy rug that says YINZBOYZ on it, though.
Naturally. Yeah. Get me one, too. I'm not just in case you're at my house and you need to pray, like, I have it there for you.
Thank you.
It's more of I mash my feet on it,
You're going to grind your feet.
Oh, big time.
Very
big
disrespectful.
Time. Well, God is grinding his feet into
through you. He's using you.
Naturally,
Very disrespectful. I'll move past it.
I'm fucking kidding. Religion is
bullshit. Probably like
religion is all bullshit. There's
Slovakia, Czech Republic,
So
Chechnya.
So they've sort of had their genocide and like internal conflict. Like they're sort of settled.
Yeah,
they're beef.
So that's kind of like I'm good now
until Russia, NATO comes and
I'll be like, "What's up, fellow Eastern Blockers? I'm from you," and they're gonna be like, "You're a mutt. I can tell. You're fat."
No. Well, you're well fed.
That's true.
You can be well fed anywhere now with caloric density of food and what it costs. Like,
well, McDonald's, for instance.
Well, not here in the United States, but elsewhere in the world,
where tons of calories in
where
there.
The Putin price hike hasn't really taken effect.
So we'll see. I mean, whatever.
Like I said, South America, Indonesia is my tentative.
Sure.
But anything that's remotely possible.
Let's be honest. If we had to push, we're pushing north, right? I mean, it makes the most sense.
Yeah, well, so north for me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to say that I don't mind the cold.
No, me either.
I can deal with winter, and I know a lot of people, the majority of people can't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like winter personally.
And it's tougher. It weeds people out. So the less people I'm going to see, the better.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm not opposed to going north.
Plus, might get a better chance to see Bigfoot.
Well, I've never seen him personally, but he's been around.
We all know.
I've been in his presence before.
We all know he's here. He's around.
Allegedly.
He's interdimensional.
I would tend to agree.
And Shefoot, she's around too.
Well, she's not looking for your pico hog.
No, she needs a big foot.
Yeah, she's like looking for me is what she's looking for. Like a nice human male to breed with.
No, the male is gonna look.
I'm just saying she's gonna look at all of us and be like, "That's the one I'm banging."
Doubt it.
It's a height thing. It's a standard. It's body mass alone.
Maybe,
I don't want to bring that into the conversation. But
I can get her through a winter.
No, not you.
Yeah, of course.
No.
But moving back,
you need at least Mr. 20 to 30 pounds on you.
Mr. Bigfoot, though, he's going to see you.
Well, no, he's not seeing me.
And he's going to know that you're submissive and breedable. And
not me. He's going to look directly at you for that. No. He knows I'm going to put up a fight. That's the problem, is he doesn't want to get injured. Because he could take me. I'm not saying he couldn't take me, but...
He doesn't want the fight.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to get injured. With you, it's easy. It's no risk.
Zero.
I mean, it's free real estate, as they say.
But zero gain either. So that's the thing. He's not going to go for it.
Like I said, it's going to be very loose. I'm not. Like I said, he's going to make the executive decision, which is not to fuck with me.
I doubt it. So let's go look for him this summer over at the lake.
You won't, but
I'll go.
I've never seen you there before.
If my night vision tube doesn't shit before then,
I have 3 others you can.
It's true, but
you can borrow.
I need to get another. I don't know if we talked about this or yet, but we're obviously we like some support gear and night vision, some other type stuff we get involved with.
Just stuff that's like
it's cool.
You should own it.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
You should own it.
So I have PVS 14. I think we briefly touched on some of this before, but I didn't relay that my tube is shit. And if people don't understand what I say when I say tube, the way that the night vision is, it uses excuse me. There's a crystal, right? There's a
it's a crystal field. It's a lens with crystals,
right?
Essentially,
I'm just for the layman.
A lens made of crystal,
right? Which is powered.
Photons hit it, and it's charged with electricity, so it generates an image
based off of any available ambient light that's amplified through it.
It's essentially a photon magnifier, if you want to talk real science terms.
Yeah. But there's a tube, and meaning by that, the unit...
It amplifies the photons coming into it to project an image onto a screen, essentially, that's in front of you.
Sealed nitrogen tube, right? If there's a breach in this tube, you start to lose that projected
image
essentially.
Electricity cannot. There's no contact between the two points.
So my tube is starting to fail, which happened. It'll happen to all of them eventually.
Every. When I say every single time,
every time,
I mean every single time.
Now the gamble you take when you buy a used one is you never know the amount of true hours. There's no Hobbs meter on it, So mine could have, but the thing is, you drop it in the wrong way once,
you bump it,
potentially,
it's potentially
crack the tube or break the seal.
And it's a pretty common. That's how most tubes die.
Yeah,
from that air leaking into.
Sure. Now you mean you can potentially have them resealed? I don't know. I mean, it would be
no. It's done. When that happens, there's no unless if you take the tube apart, paying somebody to do that. It's cheaper to just.
Well, no, you're right. That's what I was saying. It's possible. Like I said, if it's dead anyways, I may as well attempt to do some research and charge it with nitrogen.
Oh no, it's not. It's not that. It's the actual image intensifier.
Oh, you're talking about the tube. The actual. Think of I guess like a radar, an old radio tube. Like
it's actually that is leak. It's not
the case leak.
It's not that air is coming in because that's always going to happen. Nothing's.
But those are still nitrogen charged too.
Purged, yeah. But it's still over. There's the standard procedures. You're supposed to do that every year.
Oh, I didn't.
So it's like nitrogen in a tire. Like the GTR comes with nitrogen in its tires, but after a couple months of ownership, that nitrogen's gone.
For sure,
it's escaping. Eventually,
escapes actually less than air does. Shop air,
than oxygen, or standard air, which is mostly hydrogen. But
we just call it shop air, like versus tires. We do nitrogen service tires in the airplanes because of altitude.
That's what I'm saying.
Moisture content.
It's less affected by everything.
Yeah,
but.
Anyways, I was going with it. Basically, I'm fucked. But I'll still probably tinker. But
I still have. I have one you can use anytime.
Maybe we'll try it again. We keep talking. Maybe we'll try it today or something inside.
Yeah,
the house
play inside.
Whatever. If not, I need to find one. And the problem is, all of this beautiful equipment and stuff that we love right now is being shipped out east in the conflict zone we were talking about earlier.
We're going to 60 billion on the Ukraine, which is where your Gen 3 image intensifiers are going. Yeah. Same thing with the conflict in the Middle East.
Yes.
It's not a war.
So right now, so when I bought this tube, it was about $1,500, which is a really good price when I got it.
Well, so you bought yours, and I also bought my backup, quote unquote, in a very good time.
Yep, good price. Now that same imager, you can't touch $3,000, I'd say, if you find a used one.
If you bought you can buy it. $2,000 will buy you a nice used green phosphorus.
A Gen 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was on the high side, but
so now, if you want white phosphorus, you're probably in the $3,000 at least. But now there's some Chinese Gen 2 image intensifiers on the market.
Problem is, I can't go back to Gen 2 and I had Gen 3.
So number one, they do perform pretty well, but from the standpoint of
clarity,
overall life, and image clarity, I don't want my money going directly to the CCP. I will buy Chinese stuff, but
sure,
only if it's the best option.
Olite, I think Olite is a good example of high grade Chinesium.
Streamlight is more I think I hold Streamlight over.
Oh, I would say, still Surefire if you really want to give your nut to the Americans.
Yeah, but they're still, bro. A lot of their components are sourced from China and shit, like LEDs and whatnot. It's just where they
this phone, this mixer,
where they're produced. Yeah,
this table. China.
No, this is IKEA. This is Scandinavian for sure.
Okay,
it's of durable construction.
So I'm going to get one eventually here. I'm going to ride this tube out. It may already be dead because when we notice it could happen fast, or it may last another 2 years.
Absolutely.
But slowly creep.
It just depends.
You'll start to see an image in the tube that creeps from an angle, or sometimes I've seen them go from all angles. This one seems to be creeping from top left in a straight fashion.
There's that's where the air leak is. And that's what's slowly delaminating, quote unquote, or deconnecting.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a true delam unless the tube is delammed.
Well, there's airspace is essentially what it is. There's electricity cannot run through that.
It's just not strong enough. Need more electricity.
Maybe
jam more electricity.
Maybe I don't know. A 9-volt system.
I wonder what if he did. I'm curious. What if he saw a tube issue that is a very slow leak that's starting to
it doesn't. That. There's no slow or fast. It can happen like this, or it can take forever.
Yeah,
nobody knows.
But what I mean is, what if you did?
You could try to
new
see
batteries and just try and see if it actually helped generate a little more voltage.
Well, no, because
it's too late. It's already too gone.
Well, the whole thing is you're regulating that voltage. You're adjusting that voltage and amperage.
True. With the
in tune. Yeah, it's not like that. That's just the battery. Like
I'm following you.
It's already converting what the battery's giving it to a certain.
Yeah. Well, you're taking there's two 1.5 volt lithium batteries. It makes 3 volts, right?
Yeah.
So 3 volts.
I'm one AA.
Oh, it's only standard. One in that. So it's 1.5 volts.
Yeah, standard.
I thought there was 2. But no, okay. So 1.5 volt lithium, and then you're using your gain essentially to
increase the intensity
as a rheostat to change the regulation of the amount of voltage going through. Okay. Well, I'll get a new tube. We could try reseal. Like if it's already fucked anyways. Well, once it gets to that point,
I think if you. What you need to do, message a couple reputable night vision resellers,
which we should get into, but not now.
We have the space. And
it's just
we have the
know-how.
Right, it's not like it's anything difficult, but it's the problem. It's going to be we have to be like what we'd have to do. We'd have to do enough volume to be able to get overrun. Like that's the thing is it's what because you're getting the trickle down of the military industrial complex. Like these are the tubes that we didn't certify. They didn't meet the grade for military or government spec.
But civilian, by all means.
It's fine. Yeah. There might be a blem, like Zone 1 blems are
I have a Zone 1 blem in that one, actually. It's a real small black piece.
Well, that peppering is different. There's certain sizes. This is the thing is there's a lot of different. This is why you should do your research before buying a piece of night vision. But Gen 3 monoculars probably go to. But there's a lot of different specs from the standpoint of there's how things look through it, the glass. Like there's a lot of different.
You can go real autistic.
We could take a whole podcast.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And maybe we will. Actually, it's a good idea. We want to do one as long as my tube holds up.
Well, we should. Well, because we can film one.
That's true.
In the dark.
So what we're gonna do is wear our night vision, and put a night vision on the camera, and we're gonna cover up some lights so we don't hurt any tubes or anything.
Ambient light.
But we'll be able to be here in the night. We'll do that. We'll take a whole episode. We'll do it. We'll talk about night vision only.
Yeah, I think
thermal only
setup and shit. Yeah,
yep, that'd be a cool idea. Keep that in there. In your frontal lobe.
My repertoire.
Yeah, jot that down if you will.
No need.
So I'll have to keep an eye out in the market. It's not really.
I'll find one for you, dude.
I'll let you.
It's a matter of time.
You're good at finding that sort of stuff and getting it at a decent rate. So.
I will. I mean, I want to upgrade, but it's not the time.
No, and if you were to upgrade before I found one, I would probably buy one of yours if they were for sale. One of your 14s.
Honestly, not for sale from the standpoint of I don't want to sell you a tube that I can't guarantee. Well, I can't guarantee you shit. Like that's the thing is I don't.
With all of them, yeah.
So
do I buy a new one? That's where it comes down to. Because you know how many hours you get on a new one.
10,000 is the life of a Gen 3 tube. 10,000 hours,
provided no impact damage.
Yeah, and provided you take care, like it's. Yeah. I'm not exposing it to the sun when it's turned on, even when it's turned off. Exposing it to the sun, without a lens cap is not good. But yeah, 10,000 hours.
I mean, that's a lifetime.
You probably got 1,000 to 2,000, I would say,
on that tube.
I think I'm from
when I owned it.
When you owned it,
yeah. Because I
would say it was probably at least 4 hours it was on.
Yeah.
Every other man night.
Absolutely. We use it all the time. And then let's keep in mind too, if there's a little bit of drinks involved, I've probably left it on a night. You know what I mean? It happens.
I'm not gonna. You have to be. I mean, autistic about it.
Yes, you have to be. Yeah. So I don't know. We had tons of fun with it. We had them in the pool last year.
They should be this year. If you buy a brand new one, you can. I mean, the 114 I have, we'll take it underwater.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because
the white phosphor. Really, that's cool.
Well, because it's still under warranty.
Yeah,
10 years.
But what about image intensification or magnification with water? If there was a light in the pool or something.
What do you mean?
So if we have, like, I have those pool LED lights that go in there. What if is that going to magnify it too much if you happen to look at it?
Your tube's going to auto gate.
So it won't matter anyways.
Yeah, well, we can turn it off too. It's not like we can't. It's not going to be enough to really blow the tube out, I don't think. And if it is, like I said,
is the gate fast enough?
Yes,
it really comes down to.
It's faster than you can think. Like it's not.
It just knows. It peaks. Same thing like on here. We get auto peaks. It stops.
It registers.
It's the limit.
I'm turning the voltage down.
Yeah,
which
mine actually. I'm glad
they have auto shut off. Like it's that standard Gen 3 shit.
Yeah, auto gain, or I'm not sorry, auto gate, and then gain control. Obviously, so it's embedded or in onboard infrared. Yeah, right.
Well, that's standard, but that's.
I guess you kind of have to, especially total darkness.
You don't have to, and that's just military.
Total darkness.
That's military spec, but there's housings like, if you want to go the lightest weight, like simplest, like the Katana housing.
You can use handheld infrared if you need to.
No, I'm saying it's a night vision. It's a device. It's a 14, but stripped down. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this to you.
No, I get it.
Because you know how much a PBS 14 weighs.
I do, yeah.
You know how much two of them weigh, right?
I do, yeah.
So you can get like, I don't know, it cuts probably like 30% of the weight.
Wow.
From one.
So if you're running duals, that'd be kind of what you want to do because of
weight. Weight is a big factor.
People don't realize that.
At least single tube is 14's fine.
Sure, it still gets a lot though if you're not balanced right.
Two of them big time, but one is. You need a counterweight, but
so we mount ours to helmets, right? And the geometry of having it forward, even though it's very lightweight, still will give you helmet drawdown and make your neck want to fall.
Yeah,
you put counterweight in the back, which you think would be counterintuitive, if you will, because you're adding more weight, but really it's how it's balanced. Same thing with a firearm, same thing with a knife, everything is or a sword, if you will.
Everything.
Balance matters. Yeah. So even though it's more weight, it's incredibly more comfortable if you have it balanced right. It won't drag down your head. You can have your helmet tightened real nice and everything, and if you're not, balanced right and you're jogging or running, the sucker it'll move down, pull your head down.
Not me.
You'll be bobbing down on it.
Not me. You probably.
No.
But not me.
I never would. I never will.
Well, you're talking about it, so it sounds like you've experienced it.
I said you.
No.
Roll that tape back, Jamie.
You see these traps, dude? I don't think so.
I see that thick boy chain up there.
Well, I'm not going to pull it out,
Well, you should.
It's hard with the sweatshirt. And this one's not that, like, it's not big enough to really project from the hoodie, but
I hope he forgets it here someday.
Never. It's never going to happen. It's never going to.
It's not coming off my neck.
Unless I get decapitated.
It probably wouldn't happen.
Not me.
No.
Maybe Derek, but not me.
Where you at, Derek? I know you ain't listening. Son of a bitch. I just don't know anymore, man. I just don't know. I wish he was coming up today to have a little bit of, day fun.
He should have brought his dog that he got. He doesn't have to drink. Well, I'm taking it easy. Like
Me too. Yeah, me too.
It's before noon on a fucking Saturday. Like,
yeah. And the thing is, we're all going to sober up and then go home to do our own thing,
Yeah, I'm going to take an Uber home, yeah.
Or whatever. Take your Uber.
I won't sober up, but I'll take an Uber.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Derek, there's plenty of time. Come on over.
I told him. I'll Uber him back, if anything.
Yeah.
Because by the time he leaves, I'll be sober.
He's got that mom CRV too, so like it can easily get up here, and handle this.
It's all-wheel drive. I mean,
yeah.
You put the tires on it, it's good.
I'm not even dogging him. Like, that's a badass, reliable vehicle.
No, it's standard. That's a good. So everybody should know. You should have a standard, reliable car that's good on gas. Like,
of course,
I don't know. It's a good car. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to sell it, but.
No. I mean, you can make a couple bucks.
We'll talk about it. We'll see. What's the margin I'm looking at?
I don't know what the margin is, other than I need to.
It's a margin of error because we're well over we have to be well over the hour mark.
Just barely, but we remember we started recording a little bit before Doesn't matter. But
I don't know.
we need to get over because my wife is going to divorce me if I can't get up there in time.
Yep.
So obviously we appreciate you tuning in for another week here.
The plugs.
Yes, we have to, before we forget this time, our hotline is 412-613-1116. Make sure you hit up YINZBOYZ.com, YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, by the way, is full,
we're kind of
full
more
force now.
Now we're going to be TikTok because they don't censor us. But
yeah, TikTok's kind of the thing, man. Hate to say it, but
kids.
That's what they want. And if you are interested in any of the merch that you see here or we talk about, we don't have anything set up, so just call the phone, email us, realyinsboys@gmail.com, or it's easy. Just send a text to the phone. I check it once a week or so.
It's very lo-fi.
Yeah. It's going to be quality.
So are the prices, yeah. But I mean,
lo-fi prices, lo-fi gear.
It's fast, quick, cheap.
I'm going to package it myself with love.
You got two.
I'm going to take it to the post office myself and ship it out. It's a one-and-done operation.
It's cheap and it's quality.
That's all I can say. We'll catch you guys next week.